Have you ever wondered what it's like to be part of South Korea's ultra-wealthy elite? In a country where success is measured not just by wealth, but by the honor you bring to your family name. The super rich live by a unique set of rules that might surprise you. What you're about to discover will challenge everything you thought you knew about wealth in the land of morning calm. Let me share something fascinating. South Korea has the highest concentration of billionaires per capita in Asia, outside of Hong Kong and Singapore. But what makes this statistic truly remarkable is that most of this wealth was created within just 2 generations. The story we're about to explore isn't just about money. It's about one of the most dramatic wealth creation stories in modern history. Would you believe that just 60 years ago, South Korea was one of the poorest countries in the world? Today, it's home to over 40 billionaires and countless ultra-high net worth individuals. But here's what makes this story truly fascinating. Unlike old money societies, Korea's wealthy elite emerged from the ashes of war, building empires through a combination of government support, relentless innovation, and an unshakable work ethic. The story of Korean wealth is inseparable from the rise of the chaebols, family-controlled business conglomerates like Samsung, Hyundai, and LG. But what you might not know is how deeply these family businesses are intertwined with Korean culture itself. Each chaebol family carries not just wealth, but a legacy that shapes the nation's economy. In the 1960s and 1970s, under President Park Chung-hee's economic transformation plan, these families were given unprecedented access to capital and resources. The government's bet was simple, but revolutionary. Concentrate resources in the hands of a few capable families who could build world-class industries from scratch. And it worked. Perhaps better than anyone could have imagined. The founding. Generation of chaebol leaders shared remarkable similarities. They were typically born into middle-class families, received education during the Japanese colonial period, and possessed an almost supernatural drive for success. Take Samsung's founder, Lee Byung-chul, for instance. Did you know he started as a small trading company dealing in noodles and local produce? Today, Samsung alone accounts for roughly 20% of South Korea's entire GDP. But wait until you hear about the dramatic shift happening right now. While chaebol heirs still dominate the upper echelons of wealth, a new breed of self-made billionaires is emerging from Korea's tech sector. These nouveaux riches are disrupting not just industries, but centuries-old social codes. Picture this. On one side, you have third-generation chaebol heirs, educated at America's finest universities, trained from birth to maintain family empires. They speak multiple languages, understand global markets, and carry the weight of family legacy on their shoulders. Many were sent abroad as young as elementary school age, part of a carefully orchestrated plan to create global business leaders. On the other side are the self-made tech entrepreneurs who've built fortunes through gaming, cryptocurrency, and e-commerce. Take Kim Beom-soo, founder of Kakao, who grew up in Seoul's poorest neighborhood and worked his way through college. Or Kim Jung-ju, who built gaming giant Nexon from scratch. These self-made billionaires represent a new kind of Korean wealth, one based on innovation rather than inheritance. The contrast in their approach to wealth couldn't be more striking. While chaebol heirs maintain careful public images and follow strict social protocols, the tech billionaires are more willing to break conventional rules. Some even dare to be publicly visible on social media. A radical departure from traditional Korean wealthy discretion. But here's what's really interesting. Despite their different origins, both groups are now finding themselves increasingly drawn into each other's orbits. Tech entrepreneurs are buying into traditional status symbols like exclusive country club memberships, while chaebol heirs are quietly investing in startups and crypto ventures. You might think you know luxury, but Korean wealth operates on an entirely different level. In a culture where showing off is traditionally frowned upon, the super rich have developed subtle yet powerful ways to signal their status. Let me share something fascinating. Instead of flashy sports cars, many Korean billionaires prefer to be driven in custom-ordered Mercedes-Maybach S-classes with specially trained chauffeurs. But here's the twist. These cars often have deliberately understated exterior modifications that only other elites would recognize. The most exclusive address in Korea isn't a single building. It's the UN village in Hanamdong, Seoul. But what makes this neighborhood truly special isn't just the price tag, it's the invisible social network that comes with residency. Living here means your children might casually play with the next generation of Korea's business leaders. Housing itself follows unique patterns among Korea's ultra-wealthy. Many maintain multiple homes, each serving a specific social purpose. There's the official family residence, usually in one of Seoul's most prestigious districts. Then there's often a traditional hanok, Korean traditional house, in a historic district used for hosting cultural events and maintaining connections with traditional Korea. Some families even maintain private museums within their compounds, not open to the public, but used for private gatherings and family ceremonies. The wealthy Korean elite have also developed their own unique approach to leisure. Instead of yacht clubs, think exclusive tea houses where a single ceremony might cost more than a luxury car. These aren't just places to drink tea. They're where business relationships are cultivated and family alliances are formed. Now, let me tell you about some truly unique habits of Korea's super rich that you won't find anywhere else in the world. Have you heard about the private tea ceremonies that cost more than a luxury car? These aren't your ordinary tea parties. They're elaborate events where rare Korean tea leaves are served in centuries-old vessels, and business deals worth billions are quietly negotiated. But that's not even the most surprising part. Some of Korea's wealthiest families maintain private museums in their homes, not of art, but of their family's business history. Imagine having a room dedicated to every prototype your company ever developed, preserved like precious artifacts. The obsession with legacy takes unusual forms. Some chaebol families maintain detailed genealogical records going back centuries, updated with modern achievements. Others have private family libraries containing thousands of volumes, including handwritten business diaries from their founders. Then there's the matter of personal staff. It's not uncommon for wealthy Korean families to employ not just household staff, but also personal historians who document family achievements and maintain archives. Some even have in-house teams dedicated to managing the family's online presence, or rather, their careful lack of one. Here's something that might surprise you. Many of Korea's wealthiest individuals still consult with traditional fortune tellers before making major business decisions. These aren't ordinary fortune tellers. They're highly educated advisors who combine ancient Eastern philosophy with modern business acumen, charging tens of thousands of dollars for a single consultation. The real power in Korean high society isn't always visible in corporate organizational charts. Behind the scenes, there's a complex network of advisors, from former government officials to academic experts, who help navigate the intersection of business, politics, and society. Family offices of the super wealthy often employ teams of researchers who analyze everything from global market trends to potential marriage partners for the next generation. Yes, you heard that right. Even in modern Korea, strategic marriages remain important among the ultra-wealthy. Before we reveal the most exclusive social circles in Korea, we want to know, which of these discoveries about Korean wealth has surprised you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating insights into the world's ultra-wealthy elites. Now, prepare yourself for what we're about to reveal next. The real power in Korean high society isn't wielded in boardrooms. It's exercised in exclusive membership-only clubs that you've probably never heard of. These aren't just golf clubs, though those exist too. We're talking about invitation-only cultural societies where membership is so exclusive that even some billionaires can't get in. One of the most mysterious aspects of Korean wealth is the existence of what locals call golden circles, ultra-exclusive social networks that operate completely out of public view. These circles are often organized around shared interests, like traditional Korean art collection or ancient pottery appreciation. But don't be fooled by their seemingly artistic focus. These groups serve as powerful business and social networking venues. Here's something that might surprise you. Some of the most important business decisions in Korea are made not in corporate offices, but in traditional tea houses hidden in the ancient quarters of Seoul. These establishments don't have websites or phone numbers. Access is by introduction only, and even then, it might take years to receive an invitation. The hierarchy within these networks is subtle but strict. New money, no matter how substantial, doesn't automatically grant access. Some of the most exclusive circles require multiple generations of wealth and social standing before even considering a family for membership. Even then, the process is complex. Think of it as a social apprenticeship that can last years. As we look to the future, the landscape of Korean wealth is transforming faster than ever. The next generation of Korean super-rich is more globally minded, yet deeply conscious of their cultural heritage. They're building bridges between tradition and innovation, creating a new model of Asian wealth that could reshape the global elite. Would you believe that some young heirs are now creating tech startups within their family's traditional businesses? Or that some are quietly investing in artificial intelligence companies while maintaining their family's traditional business facade? The future of Korean wealth isn't just about preserving the old. It's about reimagining it for a new era. The coming decades will likely see a fascinating evolution in how Korean wealth operates. Traditional chaebol families are adapting to a new world where tech innovation and sustainability matter as much as industrial might. Meanwhile, new money tech entrepreneurs are learning to navigate the complex social codes of old money circles. But perhaps the most intriguing question isn't about what will change, but what will remain the same. In a world of rapid transformation, the core values of Korean wealth, discretion, family honor, and the pursuit of excellence continue to guide the nation's elite. And that might be the most valuable tradition of all. Remember, what you've just discovered is just the tip of the iceberg. The true nature of Korean wealth lies not in its visibility, but in its ability to remain hidden in plain sight, shaping the future while honoring the past. Now that's a power greater than wealth itself.